Hmm. All right. Yes, Rohan, please ask your question.
What is your biggest fear?
Megha Shweta, answer.
Yeah. My biggest fear is that when anything good uh, happens in my life, I mean, which is related to now in this situation when something campusing, I mean, my college, it happens with me. So I'm getting nervous. Sometimes I'm getting nervous. So that is my biggest fear. I mean, I have to overcome that, and already I am work on it. So yeah, that's my biggest
See, I
fear.
am working on it.
I am working on it. Sorry.
Yes. These things, it will be there in the recording and you can analyze for yourself. Are you getting the point? So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can, once the class is over, you don't know what you're doing actually. When you are behaving, there's no mirror or camera capturing that. But in this way, you can go through this. Anyway, so you were also talking about that you think beforehand whether you will be nervous or not. Can you just mention this point? You were saying, right? That before any event, you feel whether you will be nervous or you won't be nervous.
yeah, yeah,
Tell us once about it. What happens?
yeah. Yeah, actually, I mean, I'm very confused that I am nervous or not. So, I mean, sometimes I'm getting nervous, or sometimes I am very cool. So, I actually I have to overcome all the things because I mean, nervousness is not good. I feel that that can break so many things. So, this is my fear.
Yeah, so this point is clear that Meghashweta's biggest fear is her nervousness. Now, prior to the recording, you mentioned a point that beforehand you feel whether you will be nervous or you won't be nervous, right? Both which ways, like what I will suggest you is that there's a teaching in Bhagavad Gita which all of you know, and it's very scientific and very practical. That is karm kar, fal ki asha na kar. When you think about the result, what's going to happen in my campusing, whether I would be selected or not, how will be the person taking my interview, and whether I would look good or not, and all that. You even think whether you would be nervous or you won't be nervous in that situation. So you are thinking about the result. That's why you're spoiling the process. But you just focus on your academics, your studies, your grooming, your English, your body language. Prepare yourself. Don't think about the result. How do you know that? If you perform good, you're well prepared, everything is fine, God will help you will get a good result. But if you constantly think about the result, that can ruin your performance, right? Like one practical example I'll give you. Before we started the recording, your speech was better. But the moment I started, there was a drop in the performance. So these teachings are actually not boring if you think properly, if you ponder over it. Ponder means also think. So it's really good and it's very scientific. Karam kar, fal ki asha na kar. Just work. You will get the result if you're deserving. You don't have to worry about that. Moving on. So what's your next, who will say? What's your biggest fear? That's the question. Shomendo, yes.
Yeah, so I would say my biggest fear is fear of not giving up because I have
Hmm.
some dreams to achieve in my life, and I know that when I'm gonna do that, and times will be hard and many obstacles will come. So I don't want like the any time or any situation will come in my life that I have to give up. So
Hmm.
like that is my biggest fear that I don't want any situation comes or like my mentality also changes that like I'm
Hmm.
going to give up. So that is a
Right, right. Correct. You know what? The moment you give up, like if you hold on, immediate then the success comes. in certain situations that you can't any further. Excuse me. Like situation is so adverse, and it's so difficult that we tend to give up. We feel that enough, this is enough, I can't push any further. But if you just hold on, there comes the success. After that, like jet black darkness. This is true, it happens. Okay, next, Ranjana. Okay.
Okay, so my biggest fear is before any work, any new things, I always think like whether it will be good or it will be bad, whether I can do it better or not. So I don't feel any confidence in myself. I mean, so
Check,
they,
check, check. See, I don't feel any confident is wrong. I don't feel confidence.
I don't feel any confidence in myself because whether it will be good, if there is any project, if there is any work, uh, if it will be good in it will be continuing the well or not. So that is my biggest fear. And
Yes.
sometimes I always follow those Bhagavad Gitas, know that Karam Kar Phal Ki Asha Na Kar. When I actually do it
Mm-hmm.
myself, then the work uh, becomes successful. And
Great.
no, but every time I can't do it. This is actually the thing that every time I really want to follow this path, I really want to maintain these things in myself, this thought,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
all time I cannot.
Hmm.
So,
See, the
but I really
point
want.
is, yes, very good that you try to follow that. That's a very good practice. The point is, every situation you won't be successful. No one is. So if it is meant for you, you will get it. That's the thing. But if you think about before the cricket match, if India thinks what happens if we lose, oh my God, that way if they think, they'll be nervous and they will spoil and ruin the whole match. You can't think in this way. So you just have to work. Now, maybe you win, maybe you lose. That's fine. But you need to just focus and work hard. Are you getting the point? Determination. Rest is in God's hand. If you are deserving, if he thinks you need to get it, you will get it. Otherwise, if he thinks you don't have to get it, you won't get it. You have to accept that also. That's the thing. And the giving up point, there's another thing. Sometimes what happens is that, maybe we take a wrong decision in life. Suppose someone wants to become an actor, okay, and he's trying in the film industry for years. But after a certain time, when things are really not working, and I mean, he or she is genuinely not talented in that department, then they can change that track and move to another track. There are examples like that, like this boy, what's his name? Uday Chopra. He tried, but it was not working. So he went to the production department, right? So, if you take a decision, think very nicely the pros and the cons, and then take a decision and stick by that. Don't give up. That's correct. But sometimes maybe we are human, right? We are humans. So we may take a wrong decision. There's no hard and fast rule that you have to stick by that. If you want, you can change that also. But I mean, I'm sure you got the point. Try to take the right decision. By chance it's wrong, you may change. That's it. Next, Mrs. Patra.
What my nowadays my fear is great fear is that any type of natural disaster or mm, or the future future of uh, future of the students, future of the people. This is my fear, great
Right.
fear. Nowadays, I am in my family life. Anything it would be happen. No, uh, I don't think about.
Worry much.
But
Okay.
and not worried. But about the future, because the situation of political, economical, everything, what
And the
I'm
pandemic.
pandemic, and at what is happening at Afghanistan, the
Hmm.
situation of the woman, how in this modern era, and I can say era,
Yeah, 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 of course.
in this modern era, they how they are the Taliban kingdom, how they are want to rule their country. This is my fear. How their people, how they are spending their life. They have
Okay.
there is no food for babies. They are selling their furnitures, everything. This is
Hmm.
my fear. What after me? What situation will handle? Have to handle my my daughter or other uh, other sons and
What
daughters
situation has to be handled by your
by
child? And
next generation, my
yes,
next generation.
about the future,
This
about their future, you're worried. Absolutely fair enough. Okay, all right.